we have our 4 C's with us today.
4?
4. We have 4 C's. Ready? Canva. ClassLink. Crickets.
Chirp.
Chirp.
And
special guest, Nicki Clinch. As my voice goes out. Sorry, guys. Nicki Clinch.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going great.
Going great. Nicki is clearly very excited to be on this podcast.
Another C.
Clearly. This is going to be the podcast of the letter C.
Yeah.
Count how many C's. Count how many C's there are. So, Nicki is quite the essential employee. That's what I'm going to say of the tech
With
team.
the cough.
As what?
I said with the cough.
Listen, I can't control my voice. This has been an ongoing cough. Another C.
Another C.
This
is totally unplanned.
For about 2 weeks, so
Fair enough.
it is what it is.
I won't
But
be personal.
no, please don't. But Nicki Clinch is yet another person of the technology department that I work alongside with, heavily rely on, and I think all of us do, and some of us don't even realize it. Some of us do because I know you get a bunch of emails, tickets, and all of that. However, she has a lot that she brings to the table physically and in the cloud another C workspace.
This is great.
Of ConnectQuat, another C. So I'm just gonna have you introduce yourself. Tell everyone, your job roles, what building you are predominantly responsible for, and then we're going to kind of get into all of the rest of the C's.
Excellent. I am predominantly ClassLink. I work in OBM, and I don't know, been here for 3 years. Before soon. So
I feel like it's longer.
No,
4 years, actually, like 2 months. So
that's insane.
Oh, we'll go with the 4.
yeah, we'll go with 4 years. 4 years. Yeah.
Nice even number. It's my lucky number. I was born tomorrow, November 4th.
Woo!
That's
Happy
good.
birthday.
I
Oh,
forgot
early.
I do duo as well. I know everybody's excited.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if you should have mentioned that on.
Look, I'm just going to invite anybody who wants it, and we'll just leave
Yeah.
it like that.
That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, that's some of it, and I think that's reality. Is
I
that
didn't even know that.
what happened?
She said it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I said, "Oh, damn, we have Shaggy on the podcast."
They caught me on the duo.
Was me. So that is awesome. So she is with OBMS. That's her building that she is doing all the things in, right? So the first time that I met Nicki, and it was so long ago, but it was clearly only 4 years ago, but it feels like a lot longer.
Well, COVID happened in between that, so that was
Another
like
C.
Another C, guys.
That's not a welcome C.
Yeah, we don't want to welcome that C here to this table. So we have a kind of like a mutual person that we both know, Chris Cowder. He is
another C.
Chris, yeah, for Chris, yeah. He is over at Bayshore as the director of instructional technology over there. But in talking with him, he said to me, and it was before I even met, he's like, "Oh, Nicki's such a rock star. She does literally everything. Her abilities are extreme. All these positive things." And that was extremely exciting to be able to then meet her, work with her, and it's been just ongoing ever since. I'm going to talk about ClassLink first, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
And then roll into all the other topics. This is going to be a heavy episode with a lot of information.
Yeah.
So ClassLink is something that is enormous in the fact that everyone in the district uses it. Mm-hmm. So how did ClassLink really get started? And I know a little bit of this because I remember we had Clever, and then we kind of transitioned into ClassLink.
Yes. Clever wasn't going to sign the Ed Law 2D So we went and found an alternative, which was ClassLink, and I researched it, and I just thought that it had like a lot more features than what Clever could offer us. And even though Clever did end up signing the EdLaw 2D, we continued to go with ClassLink, and I mean, it's my baby. I love it, and you know.
Well, it's good because you got to see it from the ground up.
Literally,
yeah.
So, yeah. I my favorite thing is changing the little login page so it's seasonal.
Yes. Yeah. That's a fun feature.
Yeah.
And I like when these companies have those fun features too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just brightens everyone's day just to log in, and then all of a sudden you went from leaves to a snowman and so on and so forth.
And then sometimes Deb Smith has to remind me that I have to get off of winter and go into spring.
We always have our reminder, Deb Smith. We count on you, Deb.
Yes,
we count on you.
We do. Her class voted on it last year.
It's
awesome. Nice.
Yes, I got an email and then a very excited video of them. Like,
that's awesome.
It changed.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That made my day.
So I think ClassLink is really an integral part of this district because sometimes, and I know from even working in other places, you don't always know what there is in a district. Like, what platforms do we have? What softwares do we have? And that's really the main functioning of ClassLink, is to bring all of those programs and software platforms together to create basically a library to say, hey, this is what we have, and now the teachers can then choose what they add to their dashboard, what they want to use with their students, etc.
I was going to say, I mean, I don't know, we don't have to go like too like in depth, but like, I mean, we always like to talk about the behind the scenes stuff. Obviously I know some of it, she knows some of it as well, but like maybe like some of the listeners, like what you normally go through in certain aspects of getting things like on there, or how it's set up. Again, you don't have to go like too crazy, but like what it normally looks like for you for something like that.
I try to only push out the things that actually like create accounts for people, so that it's not just like with Clever, it was like, here's your giant page of 70 different apps, have fun choosing and favoriting, you know. And with this one, it's like, okay, well, you have access to BrainPop, you have access to iExcel, but they don't have access to iExcel, so it's not going to clog up like everybody's feed, you know. And then
I like what you just said there, though. It's you're personalizing everyone's experience.
Yes.
So that a 12th grade teacher isn't seeing something that a kindergarten teacher would experience.
Exactly, yeah.
And maybe there's some overlap there, but I think it's a really good point to say that you're not receiving everything. You could go in the library and see what's available, but on your dashboard when you you can add it yourself. But when you first go in, Nicki's the person that's really personalizing what you see on there.
Yeah, and the apps where they can add themselves, you know, I think that's something that, you know, is once people know that exists, and the different libraries that there are, then, you know, that's something that really empowers people to kind of like make it their own, which is what we want.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're not going to use it if they don't like it.
Right.
So.
And you don't have to, you could do that at any time. They can personalize their dashboard at any time, but I do suggest, just from an instructional standpoint, that, you know, the first like week of school, or, you know, even before the kids come in, take a look what's in there so that you get an idea of like your pathway for the kids for that year, and you can then put it on yours. And isn't there a way that they would be able to push it out to their students?
Yeah, so they can push it out through the classes icon, which is like a little backpack on the bottom of ClassLink, and they can actually they can put anything. If they have like a sheet that they want, you know, or a slideshow that they want the kids to be able to look at, they can put the link to the slideshow, attach it to that class, and it'll be right there. And all the kids in that class will be able to see it.
Right. And I think it's good for the students to learn, too, that they can go into the library and add it themselves once they get to a certain point. But, hey, if you have a second grade class or a first grade class and you think that's going to be time consuming, that's something a teacher would be able to do, is go ahead, add that into from the backpack, add it to their classes, and now the next time they go into ClassLink, it's going to be on their dashboard.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Well, it won't be on their dashboard, but it'll be in the class on the back. Yeah, specifically on the class.
Gotcha.
So they just have to click the backpack, and then they'll see it.
Backpack is the secret icon.
Yeah, that's the secret.
And I think it's underutilized just a little bit. I
underutilized,
think we need to talk more about that backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Backpack.
It's got some Dora up in here. It's not people won't let her see though.
No, sorry.
Womp womp.
So I think ClassLink, in summary, ClassLink has come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone's using it, and I've been hearing amazing things, no matter what building I go to, about it.
No, that's good. That's what we hope.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to transition from ClassLink to our next C, which will be the Cricut.
The Cricut.
The Cricut machine.
The Cricut. I love the Cricut.
So, I want to call it a hobby, but you're actually doing it here too.
Yes, I do it at home and I do it here. In fact, all the stickers on my water bottle were made, on a Cricut or / Silhouette, which is what I have at home.
Okay, so
Same concept though.
let's talk about what it is, because if you asked me a couple of years ago what a Cricut was, I was going to tell you it's the annoying little thing that I find on the floor once in a while that chirps and it's hopping. And I remember when I was little, so my Nana lives with my parents, and clearly when I was home, I was with her. And for whatever reason, in her bedroom, there would always be crickets. And I would just hear her screaming because she didn't no one likes them, but maybe Dev Smith, I don't know. Dev Smith likes all these animals, so she's going to listen to this and she's going to say, I like crickets, maybe, I don't know. We're asking you, Dev.
They're lucky.
But she would be screaming, and that's how I would associate crickets. So for those who may not know what the Cricut machine is, it's an actual machine.
Yes.
For fancy design work.
Yes, it's a cutting machine. So you don't print through the Cricut, so I had to print the stickers up on an actual printer, and then I ran it through the Cricut to have it cut all the way around. And those stickers, those white stickers that people have on the back of their car, sometimes it's like sandals and stuff like that. Those are made basically on Cricuts. We made I could have made the shirts, but I didn't make these shirts. You posted the vinyl that I put up by your tea station, right?
Yes.
So that's something that I made on the Cricut. Some things take a little bit longer than other times, but that one was pretty easy, I'm not going to lie. So
I was impressed.
Yeah, I perfected it with our door decals that were unceremoniously removed.
Yes.
Yeah, Nicki made our door decals here at the high school, and it said, what did it say specifically?
Techness, I think.
Yeah,
Techness,
probably
right?
Techness.
And they were all on the door, so it identified. But then,
what IT rooms were and things like that. So.
But those were taken down. But it's okay. It's all right. There's always lots of other things to decorate and stuff like that.
Yeah. Our desks.
So, a couple of things. So you're probably wondering, okay, so it's a cutting machine, right? So there's also a software piece component to that. So what is that software really?
Yeah, it basically allows you to choose, like you can either import something that you had designed, so like the pictures I would put up into there, and they have a feature called print and cut, so you print it, and then it knows like, okay, the heart's here, because there's this little black square that goes around it. Or you can actually like type and make the shapes right on the Cricut, and you can cut it like that, you can download things from their little app store and pay for them. I usually just make them if I can.
We're talking about the software for the Cricut.
Yes.
And we actually have a Cricut named
Henry.
That's
He's
right.
got a little crown. King Henry.
He's so cute, Henry. We use Henry to make up our stickers for the TechNest postcards that we develop after you take this course and any of the other TechNest courses. We send you a thank you postcard, and then you have your stickers / badges that Nicki created and printed out with the Cricut.
Yep.
She's also made some very cool stickers for the esports team.
Yes.
And the kids love those too.
Do I have that?
She's done a lot of cool things too.
My other one.
For the department and the district with the
try.
Cricut. She's very creative.
She is. Another thing.
Yeah. Creative Clinch.
Creative Clinch, new nickname.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to make an Insta now.
And our Sequest team is also using the Cricut. Sequest. And I think there's other areas in the district. I believe certain buildings have them, and they're using it to have the kids learn the software as well as like just for decorative purposes.
I know the high school uses it for that one class, the entrepreneur class or something.
Oh, okay.
I've seen they have a couple of machines.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think they make t-shirts and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
And we have our t-shirts. That I don't know if you use the Cricut for them.
I did use the Cricut for that.
Yeah.
Refreshed. For the refreshed.
You know, last night it was freezing in my house, and I actually got to put it on. Because I'm not a very
I have mine on actually.
like long sleeve t-shirt person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not normally a long
If it
sleeve
was a zip, I would show you guys, but it would be just 5 minutes of watching me try to take this off. So I'll excuse you of that.
Just envision it.
You were saying you put it on.
No, I put it on. It's funny because I finally got to wear it. It was chilly, so I was like, instead of putting a whole sweatshirt on in the house, like while I had turned the heat up, I put the long sleeve tee on. I was like, oh, I gotta represent the podcast at home.
There you go. Too funny.
Excellent.
All right, now the other C. We had ClassLink, Cricut,
and Canva.
And Canva, right? So Canva, I feel like, has blown up, and I mean that in the most positive way. Has really just I used it for like something so minuscule when it first came out, and now I feel like I'm on and using Canva every day for something. And I think that last year was a big push for the both of us. We did all of our
email signatures.
That's how it really started out, I think.
Yeah.
We used it for like some instructional purposes, like how to do certain things, guidance information that you would need in regards to the technology department. So you probably received emails with the PDFs of things made in Canva, but then the email signatures were really cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
And I feel like it's one of those platforms that once you get in, you're never going to get out of. Oh. It's definitely a necessity.
I'm dipping my toe back in.
Yes,
recently,
yes.
So.
Yeah, I saw. I did mock you the other day when you were making a presentation in slides, and I was like, "What is this peasant tool?"
Damn, called me out.
I have to say though, so in Canva you could do so much now. You can make videos, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Make videos in Canva. There's like animations you can make. There's the poster flyers, infographics. I will say that the first class that I know of, that I don't know everything that's going on in every single classroom, but a teacher in Ronkonkoma Middle School invited me in to teach the kids how to use Canva. That happened a few weeks ago, and they were creating infographics using Canva about some science-related topic that I can't think of off the top of my head in this moment.
Mitochondria?
It was... no, I'm going to think of it. I'm going to think of it, but I'm going to look through my phone for the topic. Yeah. But that was fun because the kids used to, make their physical posters, and then they would make something in slides, and although slides is great for a creation tool, it lacks some of the features that Canva does have.
Yeah. It really just makes it, polishes it. Makes it more,
I would say it's like a more polished version.
Yeah, it gives it a little zhuzh,
Yeah.
Zhuzh. Little zhuzh.
Which is a real word.
How do you spell zhuzh?
Z-H-U-Z-H.
Really?
Yes. We had to look it up.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Zhuzh.
Yeah, because V2 was mocking me for making up words, and I was like, this is a thing. This is a word.
And then he proved it was a word.
Yeah. It's
That's
in a
awesome.
dictionary.
If it's on the internet, it must be true.
Yeah.
Oxford says it.
Oxford. Oh, Oxford.
We actually, I was going to say, even though I've been slacking in our social media presence on our our Instagram and our Twitter accounts for the department. All of our Meet the Team stuff and a lot of our posts were made in Canva.
That was all in Canva.
Yeah, that was all in Canva. But yeah, I've been trying to dip my toes back in and making more polished documentation. I'm guilty of just easily opening Google Slides because of templates we've used in the past. But
just get the arrows to point to.
So in my defense, internal documentation I'll use Google Slides for. Anything that I know is going to potentially go out, district wide. I try to use Canva when I can. It's overwhelming in there. It's nice though. I really enjoy it. But,
I still don't know all of the features of it.
Oh no!
I think I would need like a whole day just to.
Yeah, it's like
go in and
me like 10 minutes picking the right template.
Right.
Right. Then as soon as you pick one, you're like, oh wait,
Oh, then I have to make it red.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But what's nice is you can customize everything within that document. So that, like, if the background page, like, I was telling the students in the science class this, like, even though it may not look science, that's where their creativity is going to come in. And that's when they're going to add the elements from Canva and make it what they're looking for. So as long as the format is there, that's all you really need from Canva.
Yeah.
Now they have AI.
I was about to say they have
I was going to say they do have AI, yeah.
Goes along with another track that we just did. And I had fun with it. I think it was over the summer. It was like, okay, I'm going to type in, like, penguin on a beach with a surfboard or something like that. Or you can get really specific, like, holding a red drink or a red cup, and it'll customize it. It's not, I don't think it's polished yet, the AI piece. Like, some of it looks like if you ask for, like, dog or whatever, like, the dog's there, but the background kind of looks a little fake. But it's a resource that we have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, in its infancy.
Yeah. It's my favorite term.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot of information.
A lot of C's.
A lot of C's.
A lot of C's. No, I'm partial.
You are partial. Clinch.
Yes, not to be confused with Frank.
I know, I did it once, and she'll never let me live it down. I didn't confuse them, I just said the wrong last name in the moment.
But listen, once again, the C comes into play.
It does.
Yes.
Nicki with the C.
Yeah.
Nicki with the C.
Yeah, that's how that is.
And Nicki is spelled differently.
Yep. I'm CKI,
Mm-hmm.
and she's KKI.
Yes. But when you say it, you don't get the CK or the KK.
Don't worry, there's plenty of teachers who mix me up out in the wilds.
It happens.
Yeah.
Listen, I get confused, and my
there's
name's
too
not
many of
remotely
us.
close to.
The other ones, yeah.
Right, Scott?
Yeah. I'm not Scott.
See, that should be your shirt, too. I'm not Scott.
Yeah.
I'll make it with my Cricut.
Put the picture on ClassLink, maybe? Yeah. Using Canva?
Using
Canva. ClassLink?
No, on my tech tip site.
Yes, tech tips. That's another thing you do.
I definitely remembered that.
Yeah. Because I think we just get into the flow of what you do, and then when you have to list everything that you do, it's impossible.
Yeah. It's like, I swear I do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I posted the new digital repository yesterday.
Nice.
And, with the info that I made in Canva.
Excellent.
So.
Awesome.
I know a lot of teachers have joined that, so if you didn't join it, you're more than welcome to join it. You don't have to, but strongly suggest. There's a lot of information on there about different platforms, updates going on. So
And it's categorized, so it does make it a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Awesome.
Great.
So, last piece of this is I mentioned to you that we have fall fitness with ReFre5hed.
Yes.
And Nicki has an awesome idea that hopefully everyone can participate in. I hope so. Otherwise, you could do whatever you want for this last one. But we strongly suggest you
walk your dogs out.
Yeah, if you have dogs, take a walk with them.
I have 2. And one of them is 80 pounds. So it's a nice little extra workout that I get.
Pulling you down the block.
Pulling me down the block. So, yeah.
Awesome.
They're adorable.
get my steps in with my corgi.
Another C.
Another C. Oh my goodness.
I'll try to take a selfie with
Yes.
him and post it.
Yeah.
I'll send you my Bishop and my Bailey. They on tandem leash. So sometimes they're like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
So funny. Ruby will not be going for a walk as she had surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll snuggle with her. You know?
Good thing.
You can hold her. She's tiny enough.
Yeah.
And go for a walk. You go for
32
a walk.
pounds. Do I have to go for a
Never
walk?
mind.
No.
I thought she was smaller than that.
No, she's 32 pounds.
She
looks
no
small,
chunka.
but she hefty like mom. So
Yeah, I feel it.
yeah, listen, it is what it is. You just have to accept what it is and go with the flow.
The baby carriage.
That happened to us, but I'm not going to tell the whole story here. But one of our neighbors, long story short, had a baby carriage, and this was as I'm telling the whole story to everyone. Everyone will get a kick out of this anyway. And this was when I was pregnant, and my husband was outside doing work and saw the person with with the baby carriage. Went over just to make, like, hey, how's it going? Oh, you have a baby. We're expecting. On the block would be cool. It was a dog in there. There was a dog in there. No baby. Came in, was totally mortified. But on that note, everyone.
Poor Damon.
Poor Damon is right. On that note, enjoy the week. We look forward to your comments, and make sure you do the reflection form since this is the last week. And we will also be reconvening in the spring with more tracks.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Bye.
You got it.